Welcome,
Hi,
Lucy.
hi, hi.
I'm so excited to have a chat about your experience of the NLP practitioner and breakthrough coaching course. Yay! So, Lucy, do you want to introduce yourself, tell everyone who you are and what you do?
Hello, everybody. I am Lucy and I run a coaching company called Mindful AF. And I am currently working on improving complete beginners' entry to things like self-care and self-development and self-growth. And I work a lot with people with really high anxiety as well. So NLP techniques are like gold dust with these people. They're absolutely perfect. I have one client, we've already done 2 techniques and he's only been with me 3 weeks. So yeah, we are loving the NLP over here.
Yeah, amazing. And I remember you first came to me before, you were kind of thinking about it, you weren't quite sure, and you're like, screw it, let's just do it.
Yeah,
And then as you've been going through the course, you've set up your social media, have you done your website yet? Is that
yeah,
something? Yeah, you've done your website. You've got coaching clients, you've got paying clients, and you only completed the course a couple of weeks ago.
yeah. So I finished everything at the very, very end of March. I had my completion mark 2 weeks after that, and we were rocking and rolling straight away. Purely, I think, because completing the learning just gave me so much confidence. That was the point when I finished that last module. I genuinely felt equipped to go out and help people. It wasn't scary. I thought there was going to be that gap where I had to, okay, now I finished being a student and I have to go out and get clients. And because of the things we've learned from you, it didn't work like that. It was just, I want to go out and talk to people. I want to have conversations, powerful conversations with people about how we could change their lives together. And as soon as that had twigged in my head, it was game over then. People are going to get really annoyed with me because I just want to talk to everybody about NLP. Like, do you have 5 minutes? Do you want to get a coffee?
Yeah, oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And you said earlier about wanting to go and speak to people and like your party trick now is wanting to do the NLP techniques on people.
Yeah, I've gone from splits on dinner tables to likes to dislikes. My life is changing drastically, and I love it.
That's amazing. So you completed the online NLP practitioner. What is your experience of being able to do it online? How did you find the whole thing?
When I am working in my other job, I have really strange hours, and I also have a health condition, so I have to sleep quite a lot. So having everything available 24 hours a day was magic for me because it meant that I could do things in my own time. When I was feeling well, I worked harder. When I wasn't so well, I would do less. But just having access to everything all the time meant that I could learn whenever I wanted. And if I did a module and I didn't feel 100% on it, I'd just go back to the beginning and do it again. So you can backwards, forwards, backward, forwards. You can be on week 9 and go back and redo week 1. So it's not like specifically linear, which for somebody like me is absolutely perfect.
Mm, yeah, that's amazing. And when you started doing the course, like when you were getting ready to sign up and be ready for it, I'm expecting that you had some kind of expectation as to how it was going to be and what was going to happen. Did the course meet up to your expectations? And if so, how?
Well, this is a funny one because I'd already done lockdown was a big sort of growth period for me. So I'd already done pretty much every free course that was being advertised on Instagram. I was signed up for. I was like, yeah, I'll just do everything and figure out where I'm going and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm not sure I had any specific expectations because I've literally never done anything in this area or industry before, apart from since lockdown. This is the first time I've ever come anywhere near stuff like this in a serious way. And I thought I'd maybe come out of the course, with a qualification, which is great, and it would look good on my website. But if I'm honest, in the depths of my soul, I probably thought it would be a bit of paper that I'd come out with and it would look good on my website and it would help me to get clients. When in reality, what I was not expecting was to do 6 months of really in-depth therapy on myself. This is like the cheapest therapy you'll get, because you come out with a qualification and you've basically, if you work hard, you have the opportunity to erase demons that you've been carrying around your entire life. And nobody warned me about that. And that's just been a game changer, because you're learning, but you're developing at the same time. So you're learning things that you can pass on, but you're also learning things that change you as a person, like in a good way, but change things that you've believed about yourself for your whole life that are stopping you from getting what you want.
Yeah, amazing. And there's quite a few students that say that they're like, this is the cheapest form of therapy you'll ever get.
Honestly, it's insane. People, I think my friends sort of think I'm joking a little bit, but you have no expectation that you'll end up getting so deep about certain things with what essentially are a bunch of strangers, but it doesn't feel like that when you're in Zooms and you're doing the trainings and you're doing live coaching sessions and practicing techniques on each other. It's just, you want to be the next demo person. Like, you're the first person with your hand up, because I think when you make that decision to sign up for this course, that is your body and the universe and your soul telling you that you're ready. Like, you're ready to believe, you're ready to change, you're already on the cusp of that road. And signing that little box and handing over your money is the biggest step forward. Like, I've been trying to think of words, like when I talk about it to my friends, I don't think there's anybody in the world, whatever you do for a job or whatever you want to do for your life, there is something in this course that will help you. You don't have to go on to be an NLP practitioner. You don't have to be a coach. I could use this when I teach dance. Every bit of it is relevant to me teaching. Every bit of it is relevant to the admin work I do. There are bits of it that apply to every single area of my life. And that's something that I 100% did not expect.
Yeah. And I always say, like, it doesn't matter what niche you're in. This, you can apply this to every single niche, but then I'm also going to teach you how to niche down. And I think you just hit that nail on the head. Like, I always struggle with how to explain that in a way that makes sense, because on one side you don't have to niche, but on the other side I'm going to teach you how to niche.
Yeah.
I think you just kind of covered that, so that's brilliant, thanks. So you also said before we started recording that you don't know how you've lived your life so far not knowing all of this stuff.
No, I just, like, one of the first things I said, and I feel like, I hope that somebody in the future is going to step up and start campaigning, like, actively for this, because I think there's certain parts of this course, all joking aside, that we should be teaching school children. This should start when children are old enough to have a communication style, because it applies to everything in their life. Even just something as simple as being able to figure out what your child's learning style is. It's a game changer. If you know how your child learns things and you teach them in that style, like, it's a win-win for everybody. They don't have to try so hard to learn stuff, so they feel accomplished, and you get where you want to get with your children. It amazes me that everybody in the world doesn't know about this. Like, I feel like we're all in on some really amazing little secret club that other people don't know about, but I kind of wish they did. Like, secret clubs are great, but I want to tell everyone.
Yeah, definitely. And as you were saying that, I 100% I agree. And I must admit, I've considered being that campaigner so many times. I just haven't had the capacity right now.
Yeah.
It also made me think about my relationship with my 3-year-old. So she isn't necessarily, I mean, she has started to learn stuff now in preschool, but as a 2-year-old and as a 3-year-old, learning how they communicate, not only how they learn, but how they communicate, so that when they start to struggle to communicate verbally, we understand if they need a hug, or if they need to see something, or if they need to hear something or feel something, so that we can make sure that we're able to deliver that and communicate with them in the way that's going to help them best.
Yeah.
And also, like, I struggled so much at school because of that, like, because we were expected, weren't we, to sit down and listen, and that was it. And
well, they give you your learning style at school, don't they? They don't find out what yours is. They just give you one, and if you don't fit in it, tough.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you also mentioned before we started recording about one of the first practices that you did with your friend who drank a lot of energy drinks. Do you fancy sharing that with us? Because I love
Oh, I think this will be when I've been doing NLP for 10 years and, you know, coaching is like second nature. I think this will still be the story that I tell. I've been teaching a young lady she's probably been with me for almost 8 years. And for a good 7 of those, she's been on a really drastic weight loss journey, and she's lost about 6.5 stone. And her problems are all linked to binge eating. But one of my bugbears with people generally, and my students know about this, I hate energy drinks. I hate aspartame is like the devil, and energy drinks, there are very few situations where they're good for you as far as I'm concerned. So we've been having this conversation for many years, her and I, that you've got to pack these energy drinks in. Yeah, but I need them. No, you don't. You just think you do. So we've gone on and on like that for years. And when I learned these techniques and I passed the course, I was like, right, we're going to do this. We're doing likes to dislikes on your energy drinks. So as I was at the beginning, she sort of sat on the other side of the Zoom, very skeptical, and I got even more excited, and we did likes to dislikes. And there's a little bit of almost sort of like an anticlimax, because you do the technique, but then you have to go away and wait because you don't know if it's going to work. And I'd kind of already geared myself up to think, well, you know, it's my first time doing it. So if it doesn't go well, you know, maybe even if she thinks about picking an energy drink up before she picks it up, then we're already winning a little bit. And it completely went out of my mind. We had a lot on work stuff, so I'd completely forgotten about it. And we were having a chat at the end of class one night on Zoom. I just suddenly popped into my head. I was like, Gemma, have you had an energy drink yet? She's like, mate, it's been 3 weeks. I haven't even looked at him. She said, the other day I was really tired. The kids were being terrible. I'd done a shift at work and at the pub. And she said, and I looked at one in the fridge and I was like, no, I don't really want it. And I still can't get over it. I still think maybe she's just saying that secretly to make me feel better, but she wouldn't, because she's not that kind of person. And I understand the technique because I've learned it, but my tiny brain still like doesn't get it. I can't believe that I learned how to do that. Like, I have that skill now that I can help people make. I mean, for her, that's a massive change. It's astronomical. And just the technique takes 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. My mind is still blown. I get to this bit, I'm just like, I don't understand, but I do. Yeah, it's amazing. So I will keep you posted, but it looks like we're there.
That's amazing. How many was she drinking a day?
Oh, a good 2 or 3 of the big cans. And pretty much every single class she came to, she would bring one with her.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so amazing. Incredible. So in terms of your experience then of going through, you mentioned a bit about community and how that's been just so valuable. What has been like the biggest takeaway for you in going through the course?
Oh, that's a tough question. I think it probably would be that community, because the people you're on the course at the same time with, so the people who kind of enroll at the same time as you, they're like your buddies. They end up being like your classmates. And I've more than once already, I've been in touch with them to ask them questions or double check things, or, you know, check in on their businesses and see how they're going. And we're all following each other on social media and being supportive that way. And then I've noticed that when you qualify, you start to sort of take on this parent mantle. So I find myself checking in the group to see if I can help anyone, or if anyone's asked a question that I know the answer to. And I feel quite invested in the people that come after me, because I feel like I have a bit of a responsibility to do what other people did for me when I was a newbie. And that's to meet other people who are on exactly the same path, like emotionally as you, not practically, but who all feel the same way about things, that's incredible. And obviously, you know, we're all females, so having a group of strong, motivated women to turn to if you're not having the best day is priceless.
Yeah, having them friends for life. definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so amazing. And I'm so proud of you and how far you've come, from the start and not having a business and well, not having a coaching business and then you've come to the end and you've got your business, you've got your clients,
Doesn't make any sense.
it's just incredible, Lucy, and I'm so proud of you. You've just done so amazing. And thank you so much for sharing your experience of the course.
Thank you for delivering and preparing. And I can't even begin to imagine the hours of work that went into getting that all online. But it is, yeah, it's a resource that I will refer to for life, 100%.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.